Hi and welcome. Today I'm going to show you how to create purchase orders on WorkflowMax. So purchase orders are used to actually spend money on a job, the things that you need to buy. It might be materials, it might be subcontractors, it might be a freelancer. So anybody, any supplier who's going to invoice you, you're going to need to raise a purchase order in WorkflowMax. Now it doesn't matter if you send that purchase order to your supplier or not. So let's jump into WorkflowMax and see how we do it. So I'm in WorkflowMax. I'm on my job 23. It's a roofing job. Now there are two ways I can raise a purchase order. I can either go to my job and go to my financial tab, or I can go to business and purchases, and you can use the purchase order manager. Purchase order manager is great for seeing everything that you've currently got outstanding, issued, perhaps partially received, or you can do it from your job. So just to show you my job, if I go to my cost tab, now I've created my quotation that's been accepted by the customer. We've kicked off the job, and you can see here that the green tick is an actual spend. So I've already spent £800 on my job, and the ones without the green ticks, those are all the things that I expect to buy. So that's all the estimates that I brought in from my quotation. So here at the bottom, we've got project management services. So I'm expecting I'm probably going to need 160 hours of project management to deliver this. So let's create a PO for my project management supplier. So I go to financial, go to new purchase order, select my supplier, PJM services, click next. And then I'm going to pull out an item from my cost database. So project management. And the reason I don't free type it in here is because I know that my cost database has the current unit costs in there and it's all correct and up to date. So I'm going to issue a PO for the 160 hours. So I add that, and we can see that the total PO value is 6,400 plus the VAT 7,680. So I can issue this and print it at the same time. Now I can choose the template that I want to use for my purchase order, and of course you can customize the templates to look exactly how you want them to look. So this is just a demo one, so you can have your logo, business details, etc. in here. You can send it via email or export it to PDF. So if we go back to our purchase order, there we are, it's been issued. So it's gone from draft to issued state. Now, my project manager is probably going to invoice me in several stages. They're probably going to invoice me perhaps at the end of a week or the end of a month. So I may get a partial receipt. So this is a 4-week contract for 160 hours. Let's say they invoice us for 2 weeks services or less than that. So I partially received the PO, and here I need to put in the invoice data that they've sent me, so the date of their invoice, the due date of it, perhaps it needs to be paid by the following Friday, and the invoice number that they've provided us. Now they haven't invoiced us for 160 hours, they've actually invoiced us for 40 just for a week. So this value is going to change, so we've actually got 40 hours. We're going to save that. That's great, and I'm back on my job, and I can see a partially received PO. So it's telling me the whole amount outstanding, but this is what we've we've got 120 hours left to receive. And because it's a purchase order, if we go over to zero and we go to business and bills to pay, we should be able to see our supplier invoice tucked into zero. So there we are, PJM Services Limited. And they've invoiced us 40 hours for 1,600. So we've sent that over to zero as an approved bill. You can also send it to zero as a draft bill if you prefer. So the only thing you'd have left to do into zero would be to upload the PDF of the original invoice. Then I can go to my purchase order manager, and I can see the ones that the total amount of issued purchase orders to stay on top of my spends. There we are, there's my purchase order 46, 7,680. I click back into there, that's fine. If we go back into our job and we go to financial, and now we run our financial summary. As we've partially receipted the PO, we can see that in our financial summary in the tasks and costs section, we've now recorded that cost, the actual cost of 1,600, which we then bill on to our client at 2,200. So that's gone nicely into our job budget. So I hope that was helpful. That's how you raise purchase orders in WorkflowMax and control your spends and track them against your original job budget. Thanks for watching. See you in the next video.